Welcome back. Now, I decided to take my first story, not in the papers though, but this one is quite interesting and caught my attention. I'm very sure if I bring it to my team as well, they'll go like, oh yes. So, do you know that sometimes you're driving in town and then you have certain cars using extra lighting on their vehicles, either for decoration or decorative purposes, or I don't know whether it's supposed to be able to blind you, specifically. But anyway, the National Road Safety Authority has begun a week of education on unapproved lamps on vehicles across the country, and the biggest culprits are the long vehicles, the truck users as well. You find they use extra lighting, I don't know that there are floodlights that they want to install on their vehicles,
right?
And just talking about that as well, you realize some cars, especially commercial vehicles, they love to even tilt their drivers, the car number plates at certain angles. I don't know whether it's supposed to.
Oh, you mean putting it in italics and all of that?
No, the plate itself, they tilt the taxi drivers especially. They tilt it at a certain angle at the front, just so it's not flat on the front this way. I don't know. They turn it that way. Sometimes now lately as well, I see some brake lights. They actually flash, or they flicker, and I'm wondering why all these fancy lightings are just popping into the system, and I wonder how they are going through DVLA.
You're actually right, and I think it was the start of October. The LI, the National Road Safety Authority, in fact the MTTD, it kicks in respect of lights. There are specific lights we ought to be using.
Exactly.
Sometimes people get the car from the manufacturer and then they alter the lighting. Yeah. The danger is some of the LEDs and others that are coming into the system, they are so bright, when you throw it out there, the person coming in the opposite direction is blinded. It's creating accidents. On a wet morning like this, imagine some of those. And I saw some lights out there, and you have to squint, basically, just to avoid missing your way or something. There's actually a law on that. It's in the new LI.
I think it was stated in here, if time might permit me, that it said here, quite a number of them was, it says vehicles or trailers shall be equipped with electric lighted lamps or another kind as approved by the licensing authority. And there are about 4 other pointers here, laws here that we could run through later on. But anyway, coming to Ghanaian Times newspaper, we are against LGBTQ+ activities. Catholic bishops restate position is here with Reverend, Most Reverend Philip and Name here on the front of the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Also, our president decorated with Serbia's highest state honor at ceremony in Belgrade. The story is on page 16. NPA removes...
Right when we have a Serbian coach. That's on the lighter side.
That's on the lighter side. About 3-in-1. They call it 3-in-1. Milo 3-in-1. NPA also removed stabilization levies on petrol, diesel, LPG for 2 months. Dr. Mustafa Hamid on here. Court adjourns Namwan's case to November 22nd. And these is captured in the front page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper with more sports stories on the back here. Stars chase double over Warriors. Milo is in the hot seat. Also, it says Milo was a hustled choice for Black Stars. After GFA kicked out CK Akono for poor performance. CK's issue there, I wonder. Anyway, I'm sure if you dig in there, there'll be a lot of things that cobweb statue might when you just encounter.
CK's son wants to play for Ghana, though.
Yes, I saw that article as well. Anyway, MFA.
Oh, shall I continue?
Yes.
Benjamin sounded a little louder this morning. I thought he'd continue with the daily graphic.
Okay, I shall. I am relieved Ayariga expresses joy as SP drops charges. It's interesting. So you'd be wondering which Ayariga. Mahama Ayariga, a member of parliament of the NDC for Boku Central. And the SP here is not the senior prefect. He's the, the state prosecutor or the special prosecutor. Well, he's given reasons backing this decision from the past, what has happened, the issue with Mahama Ayariga, and how it would just be the state expending resources and time without coming to any proper conclusion. So he's let go of that case. NPA removes fuel levies, prices to reduce, and then President receives Serbia's highest award. There's also 4 parties support LGBTQI+ bill. 1 opposes draft law. Let me just give you a snippet of that. I know all of you would like to hear about it. So 4 political parties have expressed their support. The parties in support of the bill are the NDC, the CPP, the NDP, that is the National Democratic Party, and the All People's Congress, APC, while the Liberal Party of Ghana, LPG, that is Mr. Kofi Akpaloo, is opposed to the bill. On the back page, 3 arrested for alleged murder, sale of body. Murder, sale of a body.
Yeah,
like,
the voter region, isn't it?
Nowadays, you meet even elderly people who have seen a lot even before we came, and they are shocked at some of the things that are happening. 3 men, Volta region, arrested over the alleged murder of a 30-year-old man, and then attempted, an attempt to sell the body to a fetish priest.
Did it mention the amount?
Yesterday
I had the amount. It was quite shocking. Yes, just about 7,000.
So there's, it actually says here, so police said the body of the deceased, identified to be one Albert Anyidad, was being sold for 7,000 Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
The worth of a life, right?
That's
you can't even put value. It's invaluable.
Well, maybe the price went down because it was a dead body. But if it were someone living and they were selling that's pretty insulting.
Don't do that.
Like, I mean, it's actually terrible. I'm just
It
saying
is
that with
7,000
the
I was dead shocked yesterday when I heard the news.
I mean, they killed someone.
Even your
and
dead
sold
body.
the dead body for 7,000.
Sold the body, yes.
Even your dead body in mortuaries nowadays, trust me, if you keep your dead body in a mortuary for a while, it can go as high or more than 7,000 cedis. So I'm just wondering, that's a fresh body. What a fresh fish, any boy ding.
So I mean, it's just,
okay. You guys,
I know we're discussing it as if it's like some market pricing. I know,
Yeah,
but it's interesting. We're talking about this. I had to say tomatoes are water.
Shocking, because that's crazy. That's how they try to make it look. 7,000 cedis, not bone straight.
And you know, these ritualists and whatever, that point wasn't missed on us. Sometimes they use people's, I mean, we've seen where they've taken off people's tongues, heads. I mean, those dark days and all of that. I don't know, but this is just crazy. It's a very sour taste. MFA?
Right, the Chronicle this morning, and so Mr. Katie Hammond, MP for Adanse Asokwa, says that no MP can vote against anti-gay bill. Stories on page 2 and 3 of the Chronicle this morning. I look forward to understanding exactly the position of the ruling party on the anti-LGBT.
It's been here and there.
Obri
Wahin will say, no way. And then you hear the chairman of that parliamentary committee too saying, well, we must, I didn't know.
Is Akutampa still their lawyer?
Pardon me?
Is Akutampa still their lawyer? I mean, he was their lawyer for the election petition, but is he the official lawyer? Is he the MPP's official lawyer?
Well, he is lawyer for the president in the election petition. Okay. He was.
So everything he says is him personally, is representing him.
It is
not
him.
Okay.
Not Mr. President. Plus, he is the lead, if you like, of that 18-member group. You remember the academics, the lawyers, and others.
Yes, he's part of the 18-member group. Okay. All right, then it's quite okay that we can't wait to hear what they have to say. All right, so Attorney General tells the Supreme Court that ruling in Opuni case contained fundamental mistakes. I've been trying to find that story in the Chronicle to tell you, but I can't seem to find it. Maybe they just gave us the highlight here. And also, government suspends price stabilization and recovery levies on fuel. It's only for 2 months. We get to know exactly what will happen after 2 months. The story is on page 7 of the Chronicle this morning. Honorable Samna Jatta George as well is here in front of the Chronicle, and definitely it will be about the bill. And he says that she can't bring U.S. culture to Ghana. Jatta tells the CNN. You must have seen all those trending videos between him and the CNN anchor.
Larry has suffered. I saw another one.
I don't know whether from Kenya. I actually retweeted it. It's so hilarious.
The guy is like, Larry, and it is good to know that you are in a suit, like just like.
I just want to remind you that you are just from here.
So when I saw that video,
you know the way
for a second I thought that video was edited, but that.
No, I thought so as well until I went and checked and found out that it wasn't.
I retweeted it. It was shocking.
From what I saw, I mean, later checks, I was like, was it edited or not?
Honestly,
because I was told it wasn't.
Bad journalism from him. He was being very personal, other than actually being.
Camera.
No, you must actually be impersonal with the issues. You can have your personal opinion, but don't carry it onto.
Yes.
That is why sometimes we have discussions on some matters, and people even afterwards will be attacking. Are you for this or that? No, you must reflect both sides.
Yeah.
And I feel he was.
I mean, yes, Larry already showed that with a conversation between him and our MP. But that Kenyan, I mean, I don't know whether it's a government official. He took it even more personal. What has your suit got to do with the interview, by the way? What has where he comes from got to do with the interview, by the way? Please.
I think
Let's be fair on him.
Remember that you are from here.
From here.
Prime morning.
Yeah.
From here. Wherever you go, you're from here.
Well,
that's it for the corner. Okay, so I'll leave you with a scripture reading this morning. Proverbs 8 verses 7. For my mouth will utter truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips. I'm not too sure which of the stories in front of the Chronicle this scripture is tying into. Mostly, the Chronicle would, lead us.
Read the banner headline. No
MP can vote. Please, Jay.
Well, anyway, how would you feel if you got married to the president's daughter? I mean,
of course, I'd be happy.
It's marriage on a presidential level, isn't it? Yeah, and yes, so the president's daughter finds love in Juma's son. The story is also trending here, page 8 of Daily Guide newspaper. NDC suspends guru over incest and police chase him. Emmanuel Kwesi Dawood, his picture is on the front page of the Daily Guide newspaper. And talking about this is the story about the president receiving this highest state honor from the Serbian president. I mean, let's talk about who are your friends,
You're my friend.
Yeah, so I mean, in this case, the president, Danko Akufo-Addo will be saying his friends. Friend? Yeah, like his friends. Oh, the Serbian president is my very good friend. Like, this president is my very good friend.
Yeah.
Their friends are dealt with as the presidential friends. When they go in their WhatsApp group, I'm sure they have a group of presidents in there say, hey, what's up? How's your country this morning?
Well, yeah, how's it going? How are they feeling?
How's it going in your country? Well, we're fine.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
Have you known my people? They talk plenty, but nothing. We did do the job.
Well, so I saw a story here with regards to that. I saw a story here about some floods in China, and I'm very sure conversation in that WhatsApp group will be, this morning we had some rains. Yeah, we too. They're complaining about the roads, right? No problem. It's fine.
My G, you figure say your roads bad. Come and see us. But we didn't work on them.
I know. I'm sure China is saying that, we had heavy floods, a lot of people have lost lives, and we're looking, and then Ghana was, don't worry, it's okay.
But it will be like Xi Jinping, Charlie won't crawl for no more Hano. The Galamsey thing, almost higher. Talk to them.
How about you create your own humor conversation about if presidents were in a WhatsApp group, what would they be talking about? Interesting, anyway.
That would be something, right? That would be something.
I can imagine.
So Benjamin, apparently the story of that NDC guru sleeping with his daughter is true. As of yesterday, I followed that story.
Well, so here's the thing. Up until the courts go through the entire... that was the point I was basically making, that sometimes you see in some of our papers, the headline makes you feel, it is done and dusted. And a lot of people don't even bother to read. So they keep these things in their minds, only for the person sometimes to be cleared later. The people don't have the opportunity to read and see that Opana was actually that was my only
I'm actually not even interested in him. I'm curious about how the girl is able to voice, that whether it's true or not. I think medically
you should be concerned about him, because if it turns out to be true, then he must of course
he will be in jail, so he won't have another daughter to sleep with. He will be in jail.
You say it very simply, but let's leave it at that.
Well, that full story is on Daily Guide, page 3 of Daily Guide. If I want to just grab it and read all through. But anyway, back to you.
Finder.
I am done. I have a birthday wish left, so you can get into the Finder newspaper.
Right, so the Finder newspaper this morning, government to lose 58 million Ghana cedis monthly for zeroing price stabilization and recovery levies on fuel. And also MTTD rakes in 1.8 million Ghana cedis on fines for motor traffic offences. And this is on page 4 in just 9 months. Wow. 1.9 million Ghana cedis. And the story of how the special prosecutor dropped charges against Mahama Yariga is on page 8 of the Finder as well. And what exactly the president has been winning or has been awarded for at Serbia is also on page 8 of the Finder this morning. And also some parts of the application on Dr. Stephen Opunu, which the Supreme Court had dropped. in July. The details of that is also on page 5 of the Finder this morning. That's it for the Finder. Okay, who's got the birthday wish?
Are we done with all the papers?
There's quite a lot of it, but they're all reporting nearly the
Similar
same story.
stories.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So government will protect Ghana's religious and cultural values, and PP assures Ghanaians, and this is on page 3
what I've been
and
talking
10.
about?
The new
Back and forth.
crusading, the new crusading guide here, and also I'll say relief for fuel consumers as government suspends 2 fuel levies here on the daily statement as well. Yep. Okay. This is I'm not even
I don't
gonna
think
go there.
exactly.
I'm not even gonna go there.
You see, those are some of those fantastic sensationalist headlines. We'll not even mention the name of the newspaper, but that's why, MFA, you see what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
That's how it gets. Anyway, let me do this quick birthday wish. It's a birthday request from Bertha Ziga of ATTC to Gloria Tokonu, also of ATTC. Yesterday was your birthday, and she says, God bless your new age. Amen. So that's from Bertha Ziga of ATTC to Gloria Tokonu of ATTC. Yesterday was your birthday, so belated birthday wishes to you from Bertha and from all of us here at Prime Morning.